There we go. So yeah, so like I said, we're doing local recordings instead of streams. Because of that, we can upload it. We don't have to rely on the actual venue to upload it. Like, we love playing at those venues, but man, Game Realms, like, I still have my Kumite from back in March that they haven't uploaded. So it's important that we get the stuff up when it's available. But in any case, I have a replica bracket over here. You can see this over here. We have all of our matches right here all set up. So we got Mike Z, who entered. He got a bye. We've got Fifi and Mech, Blitz and Numakie, Goldencreme and Slash Gordon. Slash Gordon is he's a player who's been showing up a lot lately, and he sorry, he hasn't been showing up a lot lately. He's been with us for a long time, and he's been really busy with work. I don't want to get into what he does for work, but he's been really busy. He got top 8 at Evo 2018, and then just wasn't able to show up to much stuff afterwards. So now he's coming back in. Could be because we got a Akatsuki Blitzconf working on an actual setup. But in any case, so good to have him in finally. He's an Eno player. He's a really good one. We got DQRF, who got a bye. Bang and Juno. Bang's our Zappa player. Devita and Tofu. Tofu's a newer player. He's been showing up to our tournaments lately. And then ClassicFightingGamer, which is me, and Dyne. So before we get started, let me just go ahead and link the Discord server. If you're interested in getting into this game, Discord's a great way to get more people into this. You just go on, you can chat with us. There's a really friendly group of people. We love getting people into this game. It's not as daunting as people think. Like, you look at it, it's like Guilty Gear. It's like, oh my god, there's all these mechanics. What am I going to do? Well, take it step by step at a time. We'll help you out. We got great wikis. We got people you can ping specifically. Like, oh, who do I ask for if I've got problems with Eddie? And then you go and you look in the list. And it's like, oh, ping this person. They're volunteered for it. So that kind of stuff. We share when we're streaming. We share where all the locals are. All that kind of stuff. We're really good, tight-knit community. And we'll also meet up for our majors. If you're interested in watching any of my YouTube videos, because I archive all this stuff onto YouTube, you can check it out on there. So like what you're watching right now, we're going to put up on YouTube once I've edited it and things like that. Like, I got rid of me getting out of the parking and stuff like that. So you'll see an edited version of this on YouTube. And I do more stuff like this too. I've edited all the Evo stuff on here also. So without further ado, let's go ahead and go. We do need an Anji player. Hey, Jesus Joestar, man. It's been a long time since I've seen you over at Worlds Collide. Good to see you here. We do need an Anji player. We need a few other characters too. But if you look on the list, on the Discord list, there's a list of like all the characters, and there's some gaps. So if you're interested in specifically picking up a character that has a gap, all more power to you. Yeah, that'd be great. But in any case, we got our first match here. Since we're actually gonna be recording all of the tournament matches. Well, we had recorded all the tournament matches. Because of that, it's gonna be a little bit longer than usual. Normally, it takes about hour 45 minutes to 2 hours. Now it's going to take about 2 hours and 45 minutes for the whole thing. So just a heads up on that too. Our first match is going to end up being Numakie versus Blitz. Let's go ahead and switch that over to here. So you can see here we've got Numakie on the left. He's playing Mei, and Blitz on the right. Blitz is a long-time player, but more of one of those resurrected players. Like, he's been playing for a while, and he's finally getting back into it. And you can tell he really spends a lot of time with the way his combos are going in and out. So he dropped a combo there probably because Mei was pretty light. Numakie is a very well-known Melty Blood player and streamer. And man, Melty Blood's a great game. It's something else. So you can see right here, Blitz locking Numakie in the corner, trying to go for more mix-ups. That's Melia's main strength, is getting them to knock down and then setting up some sort of mix-up. One thing you'll see Blitz do is he'll put in discs just outside of block range. And what sometimes, depending on the character, if you're outside of block range and you start blocking, it actually widens your hurt box. So you actually block when you wouldn't have blocked. And if that's the case and you run up and throw them, they're screwed. They can't block and they can't, if they block, they're going to block the disc, and otherwise they're going to get thrown. So there's a lot of really cool frame trap tricks like that too. So you can see there Numakie getting him in the corner, but also was able to get a burst. That pin that Melia dropped, you can only recover it once it starts flashing yellow again. And pin's really important for combos. So you're gonna see Blitz really try to go back for that pin, even to the extent where he ends up kind of dropping combos or changing positions, stuff like that, just to pick it back up. First point here goes to Blitz. Now the volume on this is not very good, so let me go ahead and turn this up here, see what I can find for you guys. There we go. Hopefully it doesn't drown out my voice too much. So we got 1 point here for Blitz. That was a really good Secret Garden combo. Secret Garden is the that bubble, and when you input that bubble, you really have to program it. So you put the bubble input in, and then you press the directions that you want it to go, and then it's going to go start doing that. So when you see him doing those Secret Garden combos, he really knows what he's doing. Or if he's like locking down the opponent because of Secret Garden, he'll often knock them down in the corner, put Secret Garden, just make it go diagonal in the corner like that. He also uses it as a way to kind of back himself up. If he's following the path that Secret Garden is going to be, he's going to be pretty safe. It's a bad burst on Numakie's part. One thing you also really got to be careful with against Melia is, since Melia is really strong at combos, if you're not familiar with what her combo strings are and you start teching out of it, a good Melia player will kind of just wait a little bit and see when you tech and really, try and punish you for that. One perfect here, and that's another point for Blitz. So if we go back to our bracket over here, you can see that we had Blitz versus Numakie. We got Numakie versus Blitz, and Blitz ended up winning 2-0. The next match now is going to be Bang versus Juno. Let me just go ahead and update this real quick, because I got to change the names and everything on here. Okay, so up next we've got Bang versus Juno. Bang's our Zappa player. He's been learning more and more Zappa over time. Juno's a pretty, not a new player, but he's been playing more and more of this as well. Oh yeah, Wing, you didn't enter Guilty Gear this time. That's okay. So there we go. Bang really setting up Potemkin. I would think this is a pretty good matchup for Zappa himself. Zappa is a character that's able to put out like a big sword out in the middle of nowhere with just a big square hurt box. And you can't do too much against that hurt box, you know? Alright, so he's getting himself out of the corner here. Got Rao. Oh, that's gonna hurt. That's gonna kill maybe. Oh, it gets one hit with the last Ed guy, and that's it. That's how Zappa works. Alright, so Zappa has some really unique backdashing. It's got this really quick backdash where he doesn't get negative penalty easily. So you can see him backdash a whole lot. Potemkin's got some good backdash as well. It's one frame of recovery for Potemkin's backdash. He's invincible for the rest of it. So we'll see a lot of Potemkins do is they'll actually backdash into Potbuster. Ooh, it's dizzy. Puts me into a Potbuster. It's not going to kill. Got a sword. That's a pretty good point there for Zappa, but he really needs to get in there. Nice air throw. Uh-oh. So that's Slide Head that Potemkin has. Slide Head is, it doesn't do any damage, but if you're touching the ground, then you'll get knocked down. If you're close, it'll do damage though, like if it physically hits you. Got some ghosts there. Ghost is not good for Potemkin. Tough for him to get out of being cursed, but he hasn't been cursed yet. Zappa loses the ghosts. It's butt slammed. Going to a nice air throw here and going to the corner. Playing range there. Stick in range. To keep it up. You know, a lot of people say that when Zappa was upgraded in Accent Core, that, yeah, he got a lot better, but he also focused more on being more of a zoner character rather than a more upfront character. Here we go. Oh, I think he could have OTG'd and killed from there. But there we go. Bang gets first point of the game.
Heaven or hell?
Yeah, you know, with Potemkin, you really can't be impatient. You just gotta make... I mean, you can get hit, and that's okay. But just keep going in. And just keep moving in slowly, and you can punch them, Man, look at this. This is hurting. Nope. Full burst. Not a good position for Potemkin now. Nice jump on that slide head, making sure he doesn't get hit by it. Oh, what we got going on here? Some artifacting. That's okay. He got 6 orbs. Still 2 more orbs left. He gets Rao. There we go. He just needs de-summon, and he'll be able to get Rao here. Usually it's not a good idea to de-summon in order to get Rao. But if you do, there you go. You got Rao. Oh no, he used Centipedes. Centipedes gets rid of your whatever summon that you have, which includes Rao. Not a good decision there by Bang. That must have been an accident. Get some good sword zoning. Oh, but he's able to get hit there. Nice summon. Now, Zappa has, when he does that summon, the centipede circle around him, it's invincible. He's got quite a bit of invincibility on some other moves as well. Very early Rao. See if he can use it pretty well to his advantage. He's got half the life left on Rao for the timer. Just needs to get in there and do some hits, but hasn't hit it all yet. Yeah, no hits, he lost Rao. Not a good position. Now he's back at 0 orbs. Ghost is pretty good against Potemkin. Just keeping that zoning away. Let's get around the sword here, and Juno can take it. You see, he's pretty much one hit, one any hit now. All right, Juno can take that. There we go. Juno takes one. It's now 1-1. Good block there by Juno. Again, those invincible summon for the centipedes there. It's been an accidental respect that he pressed there. If you noticed that. Bang getting in, just trying to keep away with his ghosts. Potemkin did a finger flick there. That works on any projectile. Even some moves you might not think are projectiles. Nice Potemkin Buster. Did a backdash into it, but didn't really need to do the backdash. Now, on your opponent, if you're waking up from the ground, you have 6 frames of unthrowable recovery. So while you're waking up, you can't be thrown for 6 frames, but you can throw others. So if you're going to be standing next to your opponent and you're ready to pop buster them on their wake up, wait those 6 frames and then pop buster. Alright, Zappa playing keep away, just needs 1 round. Oh, we got a random summon on recovery. That happens with Zappa. Every now and then when he recovers, he'll get a summon. Like on a wake up. Oh no! Heavenly Pop Buster. I don't think that's gonna kill. Heavenly Pop Buster does not do as much damage as a regular Pop Buster. I know it's super, but also regular Pop Buster does not throw from the air, so it has its own good uses. Nice finger flick to wall stick there. Now the way dog works for Zappa is it does all the attacks tied onto the D button. So you can do any sort of attack that you would do with your D button that you normally do with the D button, but also you can cancel a D button attack into another D button attack, but then he has recovery. And you can actually tell there's an animation that the dog does while it's recovering. That's the growl where it has like the little red mist coming from its mouth. Once it's done recovering with that red mist, then you can do another It also was added in +R where it has 30 frame recovery on summon, so you can't just instantly summon it into a combo. Nice sandwich combos here. Oh, just went slightly past the dog. Can Bang take this? He's got Potemkin stuck in the corner, but knowing Potemkin, he just needs one hit. There we go. It's now 1-1 on the rounds and 1-1 on the games. So who's going to take this one here? Bang summons with swords, or sorry, with ghosts. Nice attacks there. That specific attack gives him an orb every time it connects. So he got 4 orbs already just from those hits. Alright, now he can summon Ral if he wants to. On his wake-up recovery, he got another sword. Sword's a really good summon. A lot of people don't know how to deal with sword. Just because it has no hitbox. Like, you can't just attack something like you can with the dog. Interesting guess there for Heavenly Potbuster. There we go, got Ral incoming. Just spamming his supers is not a good option. You want to have your Roman cancels available with Ral, because you can just do like last Ed guy into Roman cancel into last Ed guy into Roman cancel into last Ed guy. It's 100% meter, that's what he just used. Man, and because of that he lost. Got dizzied and everything. So Juno ends up taking this one. Good job, Juno. Yeah, a Roman cancel is far better use than that super, unless you know that super is going to hit in a very specific way. But let's go ahead and put it on the brackets here. We'll update the score. Got Juno and Bang. It ended up being 2-1 Juno. Let's go ahead and see who we're going up next here. So we're gonna get started with Mech versus Fifi now. Before I do, I've got a drink. It's not a soda. It's not an energy drink. It's just a brisk tea. It's not really tea, but talking a lot, you want to make sure you drink a lot. So I've got that. I've got water, and I've got the energy drink. I've been doing more energy stuff lately. I'll talk about that when I bring the energy drink out. It does take energy to actually speak for. We'll get there. Anyway, our first match here is going to be Mech versus Fifi. Mech plays a whole bunch of fighting games. He's been kind of getting more and more into Guilty Gear, so major props to him. Justice is an interesting character. Interesting character in terms of meta as well, because there's actually a lot of Justice players in majors. Justice is one of those characters where she's new, but she was a boss and now she's tournament legal, and she's so weird and hard to play and kind of an odd and unique. So a lot of people don't play Justice, but when they do play Justice, it's so just not knowing the match is going to be very punishing to you. However, that would normally be the case, and that's usually the case in like Japan and stuff like that, but we actually have a lot of Justice players in the US. We've got Ano, Mr. 2, Tronzilla. It's just you see a lot of Justice for some reason. But in any case, Fifi takes the first round here. Justice putting out those bombs. Those bombs, you have to hold the button while they're out, and then when you let go of the button, they explode. So the trick is you want to keep holding multiple buttons and kind of piano them while you're exploding them. It's not as easy as it looks. Justice is also a very immobile character, cannot dash. Can backdash, but can't forward dash or air dash. These bombs, there we go. It's a cluster bomb forward. That's a good tactic for Robo-Ky. Just sneak a cluster bomb particle through those bombs. Get that through there. A lot of characters have very difficult time to get through Justice, and some characters have it a much easier time. So Justice is kind of one of those a little bit more polar matchups than usual. Abba is one of the worst matchups against. Abba's terrible at fighting Justice. birthday. So first point here goes to Fifi. Mech getting some good distance here. The problem with getting distance with what you would do with a zoner like this is that Robo-Ky can just place a mat down and start gaining some meter. Usually what you see is a lot of characters, they don't have that many options, or they've got no options if they don't have enough meter to force break. You know, with force break they could do like a teleport or a superior trance or some sort of long range attack that goes through projectiles, stuff like that. But if you don't have that force break, a lot of characters don't really have much of an option. Robo-Ky is able to gain his meter just by getting a mat, and then he can do those the cluster bombs. That seems like a pretty good option for Robo-Ky. Like having some difficulty here. Just about dead. So missed DP. Now Robo-Ky has a one of the only supers in the game that's kind of an auto super. So the way it works is if you have 50% meter and you connect with a Dragon Punch, it'll turn it into a super version of that Dragon Punch. But only if you connect with it. So if you just do a whiffed Dragon Punch, it's not going to do anything. Pretty unique, interesting abilities for Robo-Ky there. Nice knee missile. Just trying to get through. Yeah, see, those missiles are really good for getting through Justice Bombs. Just gaining some more meter here. Robo-Ky's heat's about to explode. He needs to let off some steam. There we go. Gonna be it. There's no way Mech's gonna win that. Okay, there we go. So 2-1 for Fifi. Let me update the bracket here and check the chat as well. So first off for the bracket we've got, this was Fifi and Mech. Fifi ended up winning against Mech 2-0. And I might as well adjust some of these buys. Mike Z had the buy, and DQRF had the buy. So let's see who we got going on next. So Biken actually can't run through that, is the funny thing. Because, yeah, she can run through one bomb, but the bomb on top won't explode at all. So any Justice player who instantly sees me doing that will realize right away that what they can do is just keep holding that bomb. Once my run through is done, they just explode it. And I really can't go through that. I can't go through it with Morai Komi either, my slide dash. Literally for Biken, the only option I've got is her force break tatami. Otherwise, I'm pretty much screwed. If you watch my match against Mr. 2, which I had at Evo, it was the pool finals match, and I lost to Mr. 2 only because I was getting hit with bombs later that meter. If he got me out of range with bombs, I lost. If I got stuck in range, I won. That was the whole batch. Not that there wasn't other ways to improve, but you know, you don't want to be in that situation. All right, so our next match, we've got Slash Gordon versus Goldencreme. Like I said, Slash Gordon was out for a while. Just really busy with work, but now he's coming back in. Not that he's not busy with work, but we got an Akatsuki Blitzkampf forward. He loves Akatsuki Blitzkampf. So we're starting this here. A little bit of pausing and artifacting there, but here we go. So Slash Gordon got really good at a top 8 at Evo 2018. And been one of the top players in our tournaments back when he was playing. Again, he's been out for almost 2 years now, so he might be a little bit rusty. I haven't really seen this match, so I'm not sure how rusty or if he's really good at it. That was a momentum horizontal chemical love, and that's really hard. Ino's a really tough character to play. Those 2 mini Fausts. Oh, missed the meteors at least. Got poisoned. Yeah, so Chemical Love is a half circle back forward input, but the horizontal version requires you to input that while inputting a dash. And I think you Tiger Knee. Oh, mini pot incoming. Oh, that was a meteor. Pot. Another meteor incoming too. Dang, he's doing really well. Got the mini Robo. Now, Faust's dive kick, where he slides down with his scalpel, it's not an overhead, so you can block that low. First round here goes to Goldencreme. Man, so many meters. This is the, what, third meter so far in this this set? Nice horizontal chemical love there. Ooh, nice setup there against that. Now with Faust, he that door teleport can actually go forward or back, so behind you or in front of you. And if you hear the force break input, the force break's a lot faster. If you hear the force break input, you know it's behind you because he cannot do force break forward door, only force break back door. Oh, poisoned. Not a good position to be. You have to attack your opponent to get out of poison. And Goldencreme knows it. It's just keeping his distance. Another meteor. Holy cow. Oh, bad burst there. Goldencreme takes the round. This is like Krakatoa levels of luck here going on. So many meteors. So Faust as a character is one of those characters that's really good at fundamentals. If you're a good fundamental character, you'll be good at Faust. But he also has those random items. And the random items are more of a test of how well you can adapt and how well your opponent can adapt. Because I've gotten so many times... Man, another meteor! Jeez, is that 6 meteors so far? Another one! Whoa! 7 meteors there. Combos right through it. Yes, another one! What the hell? Was that 8 meteors? Wow, what incredible luck. I guess like Krakatoa channeling right there. So Goldencreme takes the second one. Now 2-0. Let's switch this to the racket side so you can see this. So we had Goldencreme and Slash Gordon. Goldencreme ended up winning 2-0 against Slash. And so let's see who we got going up next here. Okay, so up next we've got Dyne versus CFG. That's... Do you know? We got our two main Fausts here, Dyne and Goldencreme. Both play pretty differently. Dyne really loves the throw. That's one of his main specialties. He's also a really damn good Vampire Slayer player. You see him a lot in top 8s at like at Combo Breaker and Evo. Nice throw tech on my part. Pretty risky position to be. Not a good position there. He can super. Ah, I thought that would go through just at the right time. I thought it'd be there before he started it. It's a shame. Okay, next round here. Start with a Yoshigen. Jump H is such a strong move for Faust, and you gotta be careful with those kicks, because they are 3 hits and you're blocking low the whole time. Nice backdash to avoid the 6H there. Stuck on Pogo. Oh, nice. Like I said, Dyne's really good at going for those throws. Now the Oren, which is Baiken's heavy slash guard cancel, the one where I fly backwards, it actually is a really good option for 6H, which is his huge sweeping overhead, because you can hit him on the way down from it. Nice setup there. Nice setup. It is Black Beat, but we'll take those. Oh, nice. Oh, keep getting hit by that 6H. Look at that again. Oh my god, this is not good. He could dizzy me at any point. That was dumb. He should not have done the second follow-up to that. The second super ended up losing him right there. Notice how I jumped over the donut, because I wanted that donut to still be there. Yeah, well, that's Biken. Biken has really low health, so it's something I always have to consider. You know, Biken struggles. Oh, I didn't know that was a mini robo. Ooh, this is gonna be good. Is that gonna kill? Yep, that's a kill. What he gets for whiffing that super. This is 1-1. I didn't update the score last game. Not 14-1. So whoever wins this wins the match here. Nice throw techs. We keep throw teching a lot. There's actually a a video out there of Dyne and I just throw teching each other in the middle of the match. First time he fought me in tournament. First time he fought me in tournament, he wasn't sure. Oh, this is gonna be rough. Got meteors incoming too. Nice slash back on his end. He wasn't sure how to deal with Biken, so he decided to go for a lot of throws, because if you deal with somebody who wants to block, you go run in and throw them, right? We ended up throw teching 10 times in a row in our very first match against each other. So right there, I just did a throw invul move, because I figured he'd go for a throw there at the start. Nice, nice. He didn't tech that. He thought I would go for a low. But there we go. Nice. Threw him out of that. That was risky. Usually he's good enough at throws where he would have thrown me out of that. So last round here, whoever wins this wins the match. Man, that Yoshijin should have totally hit him through that. I get for doing Tommy in the air. We can do that jump H. Not a good position. Look at all these throw techs. I love it. It's gonna be it. Some weird positioning with that pogo. But in any case, Dyne wins that one. So for those of you who say throw techs are impossible in this game, look at that match right there. We had plenty of throw techs, right? Just go for the throw tech. Not that hard. In any case, let's go back to the bracket here. So as you can see, we had ClassicFightingGamer versus Dyne. Dyne ended up winning that one 2-1. So our next match, pretty sure, is going to be Devita versus Tofu, but let's see for real, and I'll update the bracket here in a moment. Okay, so this next one's going to be a good one. We've got Blitz versus Goldencreme. So it's round 2 of winner side at this point. Both of these really good players. Got a pin off, but wasn't able to do anything with the pin. Now she's missing one. Going for hair card. Goldencreme, you can see he's trying to guard the pen, which is a very good idea. Not in a good position here. Look at that. Really awesome setups there. Gets thrown. Goldencreme, he's not the thrower like Dyne is, but he's got a whole bunch of other great tactics that he uses. A really good reaction time speed with Goldencreme. Guy's like a computer. Good point there from Blitz. Ends up winning the first round. Not a good position for Blitz. Gets hit with the hammer, but I don't think the hammer does that much stun. It's the dumbbell that really does the stun. Trying to get around. Amelia's not doing too well here. Ooh, nice counter hit with the pin. That's going to lead to some damage. Nice jump overhead to beat that out. And a setup. Ooh, but he doesn't do anything with the setup. I mean, he was worried that he'd get thrown. Like a hack and slash or something. But Blitz gets the first point. Nice combo there. Nice air throw. Was that a meteor? No, it's a dustpan. Alright, so you could barely see it, but Goldencreme got a Chakua. It's an item that increases your attention pulse to max. It's thought that it increases it to like 120%, but I'm not so sure about that anymore from what I've been seeing from it. Oh, wow! I thought for sure Blitz was going to die there. Nice combo setup, right into another mix-up. Good dead angle. That was the right option there from Goldencreme. Ends up taking another hit there. Okay, so Blitz got hit in the air. He was able to do something. I'm good, thank you. Yep. Huh? Alright, and so Blitz getting attacking in the corner. Get some really good combo stuff going on. Nice Secret Garden combos there. One more round and Blitz is gonna win this one. Blocks the bomb. Nice combo here. Oh, ends up dropping it there. Wow, look at those loops. Didn't do a disc right on the start there, but still ends up taking it. Blitz ends up winning against Goldencreme 2-0. That was right here, Blitz versus Goldencreme. And 2-0. Let's go ahead and update this. So Blitz wins 2-0 against Goldencreme. Let's see who we got next going on. Alright, so up now we've got Tofu versus Devita. Like I said, Tofu is one of our newer players. He usually plays Under Night in Birth. That's his main game. But he's been showing up for more +R. I really appreciate him coming by. Devita's one of our main Slayer players in SoCal. Pretty much the only Slayer player in SoCal at this point. Nice D-summon there. But gets hit right in the air with a big, force break at that point. Wow, just barely comboed, but it was still black beat, but it looked like it practically linked there. Nice hit with a kick there. Ends up beating one round off Tofu. Oh, nice Starship. Starship is Bridget's Dragon Punch type move. Got some really neat Tiger Knee tricks you can do with Starship. It's ground and air also. Setting up Roger, getting some spins going on. Alright, Slayer's finally getting some more combos going on. He still just needs one more solid hit and he's going to win this one. Nice burst. Probably saved his life there. Ooh, that wasn't it. Tofu ends up taking a round there. I don't know if Devita just isn't too familiar with Bridget or what's going on here, but seems to be having some issue. So they're just trying to get in, and Bridget just trying to get out at this point. Ooh, ends up bursting out of that force break. Good use of burst there. Tofu doing some good blocking. You can tell those undernight in-birth fundamentals kicking in there. There we go. Devita takes the first game.
Please select your character. Heaven or hell. Duo. Let's rock.
Alright, ends up getting bursted. Very early burst. Sometimes early bursts, you know, they can be good and they can be bad. Your opponent doesn't really have enough meter to do any sort of like longer combo where they're using meter, because often you want to burst when they've used meter, so they kind of feel like they wasted it. But also, you do end up getting your burst back earlier because you've already used your meter and you're starting to regain some meter over time now. So it is pretty worthwhile to use it early on, even though you're not going to waste, they themselves aren't going to waste any tension meter. So Devita takes the first round there. Locking Tofu in a corner. Got Roger target on him, but I think it's not really going to matter too much. There we go. Devita ends up taking it 2-0. So let's go ahead and update the brackets here.
Please select your character.
We had Devita and Tofu. Devita ends up winning 2-0. Now let's see what we got going on next. Okay, so if we go on our bracket here next, I'm just going to update some of the buys here, where we have Mech winning against a buy in this section. And we also have Bang winning against a buy in this section. The next match that we're going to have is going to be Goldencreme versus Bang. So let's go ahead and show this one here. Before I get started on this, it's been an hour now, so that means energy drink. So tonight, I was given this one to try. It's called Hide Power Potion. You see it's backwards on my camera. Everything's backwards on my camera, but it's Hide Power Potion. Apparently has 350 milligrams of caffeine. If I need to, you know, have some diarrhea in the middle of the stream, blame this thing. Got B, C, A, and amino acids. It's got some weird thing that says called teacrine. No clue what that is. Hopefully I'm not like drinking liquid hemp or something in here. And what flavor is this? Sinister Citrus. See how this tastes. Tastes like garbage. I'm not drinking that. Oh, it's terrible. Oh my god. I don't need caffeine that badly. Holy crap. Oh man. Good thing. Got water. Time for some water. I might take a couple sips of that, but holy crap. Ugh. Well, it says 0 calories. That thing's awful. Oof. Anyway, we've got Goldencreme versus Bang. My first match. Okay, so Goldencreme, nice, did a That's actually a pretty good burst point against Goldencreme. Goldencreme likes to do that force break follow-up a lot. So Zappa got hit with the dumbbell, and that dumbbell actually gives a fair amount of stun. So he's not flashing red yet for a stun meter, but this is something to look forward to. Got some meteors coming in. Yep, there we go. Sometimes Faust is so tall it's hard to see what item he threw because it just goes right off the top of the screen. Got some ghosts. That's some pretty good. But gets hit right away, loses those ghost power-ups. Got bomb incoming. Ended up getting hit through the bomb. Like I was saying earlier, the Faust really tests how well both players can overcome using items and getting around those items. So who can react and work with the random element better? Chakua in Faust's favor. Look at that meter gain. Now you don't gain much meter once you've used your meter. It actually has a cooldown for how fast you can gain meter. But once you've used it, look at that. Look how fast it's going. Maxing it out there. One more point there for Faust. Ends up winning that game. So we got one more game coming in if you can win this one. Faust is great, and Faust is he's got a lot of good fundamentals. So if you're a strong fundamental player, like you're a Street Fighter player or something like that, not that necessarily, I mean like older Street Fighter, and not necessarily that Street Fighter's good at fundamentals, but a lot of Street Fighter's fundamental. But anyway, so Faust is pretty good at those kind of characters. There we go, Dizzy, that's gonna kill. Still Dizzy too. Man, rough. So Faust has a lot of range on his distance there. He hit Zappa with the dumbbell, so that's going to be a little bit more stun going on. I haven't really seen him use that combo too much. Usually you just want to do the Rekka combo on that, so I don't know why Goldencreme did that, but he ended up missing that combo because of it. Now he's not in a good position. Kills the dog, that's good. He can get Rao from 7 orbs. Definitely something to worry about, but Goldencreme ends up killing. This is going to be 2-0 Goldencreme. Go ahead and update the brackets here. So we had Goldencreme versus Bang. Goldencreme ends up winning 2-0 against Bang. Bang's now out of the tournament. So let's see who we've got going on next here. Okay, so coming up next, we've got Slash Gordon versus Numakie. Both of these are on loser side. So whoever loses gets kicked out of the tournament. See how well they do. Mei is a very weird character to play against. I hate playing against Mei. Just because of her way her buttons are. I hate 3K. I hate overhead kiss. I hate her dolphin loops. I hate everything. I hate Mei. I hate how quickly she could stun me as Biken. But there we go. So he's going to try and... Slash Gordon's going to try and maybe keep a little bit of distance, use some HCLs, some notes, and things like that. Ino's really good at... Ooh, got hit with that super there. Ino's really good at high-low mix-ups. Because her regular dash floats her up in the air, much like Morrigan from Vampire Savior. There you go. First point here goes to Slash Gordon. Nice counter hit. Brings Numakie back in the corner. Interesting that horizontal chemical love just whiffed underneath Mei because Mei is so short. Oop, ended up getting hit there. Nice punish on Mei's 3K. Ooh, got hit. Locks the whale. That's gonna kill. Nice point there for Slash. Yeah, I'm not sure if Slash is gonna be back more regularly or not. This was his first time back. He ended up showing to the next tournament the very next week, which I'll be showing next week.
Heaven or hell? 2, 1, let's rock!
Good block there from Slash. You can tell Slash's execution's really good. I remember talking to him, it's like all he would do during lunch breaks is just pull out the PS Vita, start practicing combos, and just doing the same thing over and over and doing execution. I saw him earlier do a momentum chemical love, and those are rough. That's where you're dashing while you're inputting the input for chemical love. I don't even know what the notation would be for that. Nice 5D. They're doing some good combos there. And chemical love again just went right over Mei's head. Last Gordon tried to slash back one of those attacks back there, but it didn't quite connect at that point. It's better to slash back a little too late rather than a little too early, because if you do it a little too early, you're just going to get hit. But Slash ends up winning this one 2-0. Let's take a look back at our brackets here. So Slash Gordon versus Numakie, that was 2-0 for Slash Gordon. All right, so let's see what we're gonna have next on here. All right, guys. All right, take two. Take two. All right. A little bit better now, I think. A little bit. Alright, so let's see what we've got next on here. Ugh. Hey, taste isn't everything, right? It's supposed to also help actually keep you awake, which I could use. So our next match on here, we're gonna have Mike Z versus Fifi. This is still winner's side bracket. If you're not too far from tasting like feet, it's not very good. It's got a very terrible before taste. You know, like what aftertastes are. This is a taste for before taste. So we've got Fifi here setting things up, keeping him in the corner. Got a very good distance from Potemkin. Ooh, not gonna be good. Mike C has been using heat extend every single time as far as I've been paying attention for the last few tournaments he's been doing. He never goes for the not extend option now. The point of not going for the extend is that they wake up right next to you. And so it's actually more advantageous to not extend for the damage, because the extend pushes them all the way across the screen. He's just been doing it every time. Maybe he's just confident that he's going to be able to get back in on them or something. Nice knee missile there from Fifi. Letting off some steam. Let's get some cluster bombs or something, Fifi. That's all you need. Oh, good burst. Just barely tagged him from his 2S. Oh, man, he lost it. So close there. Good block on the slide head. That's kind of a dirty trick that you can see Potemkin's doing. Their slide head move looks pretty similar, not exact, but pretty similar to their overhead, which is 6p or 6k. And so slide head's a low and the overhead's a high, obviously. So you won't know which one to block unless you're really astute at finding out what the difference is. Not looking good here for Fifi. Mike Z ends up taking it for the first game. Yeah, it could be it. Mike does play with his food a lot. You see him do that respect. People say and he says that hey, you know, Mike or Potemkin going into instant kill mode is an actual viable option. It's not. He just likes to go for the instant kill. It's not because he's doing it because it's some sort of tactic that Potemkin can do, which it is, but it's not why he's using it. He's using it to instant kill. Not quite as strong as like what he's saying. And you'll know that because he only does it on like the last round. You know, if it was such a viable option, he'd do it a lot more often than only on the last round. This block, or backdashing out of that slide head there. Did some good setups there for Robo-Ky. Ooh, went for a command grab, but wasn't quite able to get it. Potemkin did a command grab instead. Nice slide there, didn't end up getting thrown. But loses to the Judge Gauntlet. Mike Z's gonna win this one, 2-0. Who got going on next in the brackets here? That was Mike Z versus Fifi. And Mike Z ended up winning 2-0. So far we have Mike Z and Blitz in top 8. Who's going to be up next? Okay, so up next we've got DQRF versus Juno. DQRF's been playing Cliff a lot lately. I get the feeling he's going to try and just keep playing secondary characters for now. He's telling me that right now he's trying to learn every single character, and the next character on his list is Chip. So if you actually watch next week's tournament, he's going to be entering his Chip in that way. Still, he's a pretty good Cliff. Cliff's a tough character to deal with if you're not too familiar with them. Fortunately, there's not very many Cliff players in US majors. Pretty much just face, and then if DQRF wants to, he'll play Cliff in majors, which he does sometimes. Good positioning there from Juno. Does the overhead, but doesn't end up connecting. Juno does have full meter. Use it for Roman cancels. That's gonna kill. Not a great super for Cliff. It's so erratic and so random that you can sometimes just tech out of the super. Alright, Juno going for the heat extend, gets slide head, and Cliff doesn't backdash out of it. Good position there, but didn't quite hit. Now Cliff's dive kick move, that slam downward, does an attack both on the way down and when it lands. So if you're near when it's landing, you want to just be sure you're able to avoid the splashback as well on it. Keeping him in the corner there. Good slap shot going on. Pretty tough to deal with. Potemkin does have full meter, but he can't do anything with it. Goes for Heavenly Pop Buster, just get out of the corner. That's a good option. You see that happen a lot with Potemkin, where they end up using Heavenly Pop Buster just to get out of the corner. Nice mix up there from DQRF as Cliff. Good setups there. Goes for the respect projectile. Yeah, don't know what to say here. Just watching this interesting combo going on. On the edge of my seat here, DQRF's just about to win this one. Ends up hitting, DQRF gets the first game there.
Please select your character.
Yeah, he's really getting off on him.
Let's rock.
Juno seems to want to play Potemkin more as like a heavy damage attacker instead of a grappler, which is fine and all. He does have a really good Potemkin buster though. That buster is really damn good. Nice, very nice. With a heavenly pop buster there.
Duo, let's rock.
Nice combo setup from an overhead there. An overhead and a knockdown. You've really got to try and make them block so that you can get some pop busters going on. Alright, nice heat extend. Ends up backdashing the slide head, so good job there from DQRF. Now, Potemkin's Hammerfall does have one extra hit from his super armor. You're not going to get him out of Hammerfall from that, and he can break out of Hammerfall too, which is a punch button. That is 1-1. So let's say, for example, you end up going for the counter pick here. DQRF switching to his soul. Might still be playing around here, though. Nice gold burst. Good backdash on Juno's side there. Not the right combo. He could have set up something there for a heat extend. I see Mike Z doing a lot. So, I just want to point out, I thought I fixed this, but whenever RS uses this console, he always goes in and changes the voice actor from Daisuke Shotari to George. Listen to that voice. Like, I fix it, and then RS, when he comes by, changes it. Asshole. Nobody likes George. He's a fine guy, but everyone wants to eat Shotari still. Okay, good attacks there. Getting some false defense blocking. Good DP into a combo. And that's a clean hit. Clean hits in this game have their own individual hurt box. You have to hit in the clean hit box. And once you do, the clean hitbox gets shorter and shorter and smaller until it eventually disappears. Alright. Pumpkin on the verge of maybe taking this back. Oh, never mind. Wake up DP. So DQRF gets a second point here. Now 2-1.
Please select your character.
We go to the brackets here, we can update this. And let's see what we got going on next here. Alright, so up next, we're going to have Tofu versus CFG. You know, and that's a really good trait of Guilty Gear, I think. You can watch the game in black and white with no names listed, and see a mirror match, and within 5 seconds you can tell which character is being played by whom. You know, you play something like Street Fighter V and you see an opponent playing Birdie, it's going to be a question of how good are they at playing Birdie or playing whatever character they are. You know, who can play that character better. But that's not really the case in Guilty Gear. It's more of whose style is going to beat the other person's style and their format because of how you're mixing things up. There isn't really a wrong way to play most characters in this game. And that's something you don't see in many modern fighting games. It's more of, this is how you play the character and how good are you at playing the character. I take the first round here against Bridget. I mean, one thing I like is the game really starts off by trying to get you to just create your own combos. Just go in there and just try things and just do it, you know? And then, so that's why you see so many characters come up with, or so many players coming up with these random combos that don't do all that much damage, but they feel great that they've done it, and it's hard to kind of get them out of that. But, I mean, really, if you just start coming up with a random combo and you're not really too familiar with it, you're going to deal like 60% of your normal combo damage anyway. So there we go, I get the first point. Picking on Tofu here. You picking on Tofu? Give him a chance. This is a tournament, so I can't go slack off on anybody in a tournament. That works. Okay, Tofu giving a good ride there, got me through. Now with Baiken's Yozansen, that's a Tiger Knee version of the Yozansen. So Yozansen you can only do in the air. I do the Tiger Knee version of it. And if I miss, or if the opponent blocks it, I'm screwed. I'm just gonna land, and I've got landing recovery frames after I land where I can just get hit. So, not a good position for me to be in unless I can Roman cancel out of it. But even on hit, I can't cancel anything out of it unless I've got a Roman cancel. So, the safe option is to only do Tiger Knee Yozansen when you have 50% meter. But if you only do it when you have 50% meter, your opponent's gonna know. You should go for that risk, even though you can get heavily punished. Because they won't expect you to do it if you've got that risk going on. Big brain tactics right there. So in other words, just always do Tiger Knee Yozansen. Oh my god, a focus attack dash canceling. What a clunky mechanic. In Guilty Gear, you press the 3 buttons and you've canceled. In Street Fighter 4, you do an attack, you press focus attack to cancel that attack into a focus attack. While you're holding the 2 buttons to focus attack, you dash forward, and then after you've dashed forward, you can do your next move. How clunky is that? Who would do such a thing? Why did they come up with that? Just come up with like a button combo that cancels or something. Anyway, I beat Tofu, so let's go to the rackets here. CFG versus Tofu. Win 2-0. Tofu's out. One more Tofu. And let's go ahead and update the brackets with who we've got going on next here. Okay, so up next we got Slash Gordon and Juno. Juno on the left, Slash Gordon on the right here. Yeah, Baroques, exactly. And what it cost you was your health recovery. I mean, I'm all for like more interesting and difficult mechanics and like lots of quantity of good mechanics. But focus attack dash canceling was such a clunky maneuver. You know, and Street Fighter 4 was a game that a lot of people got into as their first fighting game. I mean, I give it a lot of credit for that. You know, I mean, people talk about 09ers like it's a bad thing, but I mean, it got a ton of people into fighting games. just because you don't know the history, you gotta start somewhere, you know? I don't hold any sort of grudge for 09ers. It's a great thing they got in the fighting game. And, you know, that option right there, Dirty Gaming UK, that's really something to think about too, like what you can play with your friends. Because if I lived in the middle of, you know, podunk nowhere, I just had friends and all they wanted to play was Street Fighter 5, you know what I'd be playing? I'd be playing Street Fighter 5. Fortunately, I live in an area where I can play GG+R, and I can share that with the rest of you guys too. I really like doing that too. This is definitely my favorite fighting game out here. Juno not doing too well against Slash Gordon at this point. Getting Potemkin Bustered, not a good option there, but got supered. Something you see Eno do a lot of, wake up super. It's a great super for it. First point here goes to Slash Gordon.
Heaven or hell. 2 of 1. Let's rock.
And to be fair, there were a lot of fighting games that were out, even though Capcom wasn't on board since after, Marvel 2 or CVS 2. There's a ton of fighting games throughout that whole period between 2001 and 2008, that 7-year gap that Capcom kind of just dropped out of the market. So I guess, but Eno's got to be... Ooh, nice jump K getting out of that Heavenly Pop Buster. Eno's probably going to be a pretty good option against Potemkin. Just because she's off the ground so often, and you can't Pop Buster somebody who's off the ground. And with the Heat Knuckle, you really do have to be high enough from the ground. You can't just be really low. Also, if you look at it, Heat Knuckle's actually pretty slow. Slash Gordon really getting in Juno's face here, not letting any sort of movement going on. Maybe perfect here at that point. Alright. Good combos too. Did you see how many chemical loves were going off there? Slash Gordon's amazing with his execution. But he ends up winning against Juno 2-0. Let's go back to our brackets here and update this. We had Slash Gordon and Juno. Slash Gordon ends up winning 2-0. So let's see what we got going on next here. Okay, so up next we've got Fifi versus ClassicFightingGamer. Let's see how I do here. Historically, I don't do too well against Fifi. I am known for hating Robo-Ky, and apparently, according to M-Song, irrationally hating Robo-Ky. I hate Robo-Ky. I hate Robo-Ky's moves. I hate having to deal with him. I hate his stupid command grab. I hate everything about him. Nice combo. It's not going to work against a heavy character. That was a good burst. You know, getting hit with a bunch of cluster bombs because I think I can run underneath it, but I can't. Go for an unsafe Yozansen. Interesting knee missile. He knows that, you know, Viken and myself, specifically, we like to jump in. You know, instant air dash into something. So knee missile, once you see me running, is a pretty good option, but I didn't fall for it. I went for the right option there. Drop the combo. Wouldn't have done too much more damage after that anyway, though. I'm getting hit with the DP. This is not good. Oh my god. Oh my god, so close. So close. Should have had it, but I didn't. Best song in the game here, by the way, Under Construction. Even better than Birthday Train. The interesting story about Birthday Train, on my my Guilty Gear Rev 2 copy, I've actually got everything unlocked in the game except for Birthday Train. Specifically so you can't play it on random. It's like, now if I play random, I'm not going to get Birthday Train. And the way the game works is it will autosave the instant you buy anything. So if some asshole goes on my console and buys Birthday Train, I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't like that song. Nice super. Getting hit with some heavy heat moves there. I'm worried that he's gonna do a wake up Dragon Punch. Oh, ends up getting thrown there. Nice Tiger Knee Dragon Punch. Ends up killing me. First point here goes to Fifi.
Please select your character. Heaven or hell. Duel. One. Let's rock.
Oh, there we go. So many terrible songs, like My Birthday Massacre, right? Trying to escape the corner there. There we go. Nice use of the force break. Ooh, that was not intended to be a 5D. It was probably supposed to be a 2D. Running up into a... that was a Yozansen, and I went for the throw. The throw, actually, there was a heavy combo. Heavy character combo I went for. Didn't end up working out. Got 1 point here on Fifi. Good throw. I should have thrown back in the corner, but I didn't. This is not going to do a full combo. I went for a different type of extender I've been practicing a little bit more, but I ended up dropping it instead of actually executing it. And wake up super. There we go. I went and baited it. He ends up using all of his meter just to Roman cancel that, so good job on my end. But he's Robo-Ky. He gets that meter back very fast. It's gonna hurt. I'm gonna get an FRC point just in time. It was a little too heavy for me to do a normal heavy combo, so I just kind of went for a reset in the corner. So needs a poke. There we go. I end up taking 1 point here. It's now 1-1.
Please select your character.
Alright, so Fifi has been doing a severe lack of run up and command grab me, and also 5k. Oh, there. Speaking of 5k, I am very paranoid about getting command grabbed by Robo-Ky. I'm also very paranoid about 5k and the interaction between both of those moves, because 5k can kind of mask command grab. I really, really hate those combinations, but he's not really doing that against me. He watches, though, now he'll know my weakness. He wants to know more of my weakness. I really hate it when he has very low meter and no heat. And make sure he try not to get in those positions at all, because I hate when you do that. So difficult for me to deal with. Bad burst. But I ended up wasting an FRC anyway. It wasn't terrible, but it did end up getting punished. I ended up getting punished. Stupid me, he's gonna wake up super. Of course he's gonna wake up super. What are you thinking? Been waking up supering. Nice throw. That ended up making it so I didn't have to worry about the cluster bombs. There he goes with another Tiger Knee Dragon Punch. Eating the knee missile. Oh, bad Orin. Bad Biken. Don't Orin there. Resist the urge to burst. Ah, bursted. Oh well. Fifi ends up winning 2-0 against me. Let's update the bracket here with that. Go to the brackets. Fifi and me. Fifi ends up winning, what was that, 2-1. Okay, we're almost done with everything prior to top 8 here. Let's see what we've got going on next. We're just 2 games away from top 8. Right now we got Dyne and Devita, so let's go ahead and show this on here. Whoever wins makes it winner's side top 8. Man, keeps hitting with those. Already almost dizzy. Man, that was fast. Oh, just slightly out of range to do that combo there, though. Oh, didn't end up getting hit with the 6H there, though. Devita may take this back. Oh, not a good position to be. Oh, bursted just in time. That's going to kill. All right. Devita gets the first round there. Nice throw there from Dyne. Ends up whiffing the 6H. Nice throw again. Again, Dyne really specializes in throws here. Oh, nice. He did the door just when the meteors were coming by, so he'd block the wrong direction. Man, Dyne ends up winning the first round, or second round. One thing Slayer's good at is some really nice low attacks. He's got that slide 2D, he's got 2H, he's got 2K. A lot of nice low attacks going on there. It's really good against Anji. Going for those teleport bite loops, but Dyne's not falling for it. He just throws them as soon as he sees him teleporting. All right, Devita takes the first game, so it's gonna 1-0.
Please select your character.
Trying to get through, throwing some items there. Whiffing the 5H. Nice bomb on the playfield. Oh, meteors incoming too. Any combo into the meteors? Not quite. Nice throw again. There we go. Oh, it didn't combo. Dyne still has full meter on Faust. It's not going to end up using it. Gets killed there. One more game, and Devita's going to take this one. Okay. Oh, backdash is out of the 6H. Nice block on that gold burst. Meteor in play here coming in. Maybe it. He just needs this one to kill. There we go. He ends up beating Dyne 2-0. Devita's going to go on the winner's side for top 8. Dyne is going to go down to loser's side. Let's go ahead and update our brackets for this one. So Devita wins 2-0. And Dyne goes down here. We're going to have Dyne versus Mech coming up next. Let me go ahead and update everything here. So up next we've got Dyne and Mech.
Please select your character.
This is the last game before we start top 8.
Heaven or hell. 2, 1, rock. Counter.
Getting Dyne jumping around, trying to get in there. With some pogo tactics. Nice. I think only he knew it was a bomb. Another meteor's coming out there. Justice is just stuck in the corner. Can't do anything to get out there. Oh man. Not looking good for Mech here. All those items. First round goes to Dyne. Man, not good. So Dirty Gaming, does Dyne do that in all the other games too? Like in 5 especially, it just sits on his meter and never uses it? Curious if it's like a tactic he always does or just never really uses his meter. And here, whenever he feels like 100% meter and feels like doing an item super, he'll do 2 item supers in a row. Not sure how useful that is. He ends up giving Justice some health in the middle of this Black D combo here. I don't know if Mech just gave up or wasn't going for techs or what. Oh, bounces him right in the mini pot. And Mech take this back. What I meant by using you know, your supers right away. He ends up getting 50% meter just from running forward after that. One more round here and Dyne makes it to top 8. Yeah, maybe it's just more of like, you know, it's just not on mind that he's just got the meter and he hasn't done anything to use it with. Because, I mean, I see him in VSAT, he'll just kind of, you know, randomly go into Dyne Force and, you know, use up a bunch of meter there and just go on the offensive. Not because it combos, but more like, hey, it's a tactic I could use. Maybe he's saving up for Roman cancel, like right there, he just did a 6H Roman cancel and another 6H. Yeah, right there, just needs one more hit.
Please select your character.
All right, let's go ahead and check the brackets here. We look at the brackets. That was Dyne versus Mech. Dyne ended up winning against Mech 2-0. And there we go. And now we're in top 8. So since we're in top 8, I've been doing this for about 2 hours now. I'm gonna take a short break, a 5-minute break, get some stretches in, and so on, and then we'll come back. We'll do all top 8, and we'll be done. And I'll upload it to YouTube, and you guys get to watch it. So in the meantime, keep chatting. Just gonna put on some music here. I'll be just, you know, stretching and standing up and kind of patting down my feet from you know, tingling sensations and stuff like that. Just give me 5 minutes here.